welcome. This is me showing Emerson Kennedy white battle rappers that he has not seen.
Classic
he has not
whites.
seen.
Putting them on. Classic whites.
This segment is called "We Can Rap Too." And
classic whites. Is
yeah,
crazy.
classic whites. Yeah, give us a chance, please. We're breaking down all of the battle rappers that we feel are the most like slept on, and these battlers could be battlers that we think that like their talent is just so much greater than the recognition they get from the culture. I've been it's interesting how we've like kind of been making these selections because I've picked a lot of battlers that I feel like nobody really knows that much. But you've picked battlers that like I feel like people know, but they forget about, and they go like they haven't been given the shots, the level of shots they deserve. And I think that's like a really good balance.
Yeah, man, I'm glad we did it that way because it feels like no matter what style of battle rap you listen to, if you watch this, you'll get introduced to another version of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we are on number 6 now.
Halfway through.
Yeah, halfway through. This time I believe it is my turn to kick things off.
Is it? Okay. Our mentions are going to be in shambles, bro. Our comments are going to be like, you forgot this person. And it's like, this is going to be the battle rappers that would be like, not good, but just mention themselves in the comments.
Yeah.
What about me, man? Long Ducky Duck from Rhode Island somewhere.
Long Ducky Duck, yeah.
Sorry, Long Ducky Duck. We're not familiar with your
game. A lot of these people, for me, I'm gonna get out of it. There's no excuse for you, but for me, I was thinking like Mad Flex, Dunch, that level is like too high for me in my opinion.
I feel so you don't think a star can still be underrated?
No, I do. For me though, it's more like for me it's people. I'm thinking more of people that like no one really knows, and I feel like there's certain battlers that are like they'll do amazing, and they won't get that any push. Like where no one, you have to have you have to watch like a independent small league to have seen them. Whereas like some of these guys are still getting on like like Twitch with King of the Dot. If you're getting like on King of the Dot, to me, you've made it to a certain degree.
I feel you.
But it doesn't mean they're getting the level of respect they deserve. But to me, I'm like, that's still, you're not slept on to the degree I feel some of these guys are.
I feel that. I just tried to look at your list.
Oh, yeah.
You got a protection screen? How much porn in public are you watching that you need a fucking protection screen?
Enough that it was court mandated, honestly, man.
You can't go 500 feet from a playground.
It was. You know what's really funny is that I bought it not knowing it was like that. So I had to kind of like bring it to my girlfriend. I was like, hey, so like this is. I just didn't see it and like I didn't notice it, but it will allow me to cheat on you a lot easier. I feel like if you just lean into it,
it's a cheater's phone for real.
It is. It does feel kind of weird. But I'll be honest. The reason I use it is just because like when I'm writing bars like in public, I get so self-conscious. Like there's nothing more embarrassing on my phone than my notes app. And so I'm always like, I'm a 31-year-old guy. I cannot have someone sitting on a plane next to me while I'm like lyrically, I can't. Because also a guy that looks like me writing like gun things. It doesn't look like a battle rap, but it looks like a manifesto. It looks like I'm about to go to like my old like high school and just really settle some scores. Hey, so I can't.
The guy in B37.
Yeah, he's gonna like.
Said he had the blicky.
Yeah, he's got the blicky. Yeah,
B37.
Yeah, he's gonna really.
What do you do on a plane when you're watching a movie and a sex scene happens?
Oh, I purposely never watch a movie with sex. I never know how that's legal. It's so weird to me that there's movies. It's so strange. I don't get how there's like even rated R movies available on planes because like there's like Black Swan was available on the last flight I was on. I'm like, bro, there's like several scenes that like were formidable in my like childhood years, but like I shouldn't kids shouldn't be able to just see that. So
listen to conservative Carl coming out here.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Gay shouldn't get married either while I'm at it, man. Like, why are we doing these things where we should
keep our country PG?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In and out of the bedroom of other people's houses. It shouldn't be. Yeah.
Who are you gonna hit me to, man? Right. My goal is to just know one of your MCs.
I know. I'm having fun. I'm kind of like messing. I'm like.
I can't believe I haven't heard of it. And Shah G was the last episode that you showed me, and he was cold, bro.
Yeah, Shah was fire. Okay. So I'm gonna.
This is number 6. You just barely missed the top 5. I'm sorry, people.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a guy. These are all the people I've picked have been kind of older people.
Okay.
But I feel like they still kind of hold up. So this person, I don't know a lot about their catalog. I just know I saw this battle one time, and it stuck with me. It's like one of the best performances that was never talked about.
Cool.
And it is Troy Brown. You ever heard of him?
No.
Okay, Troy Brown.
I love a regular name in battle rap though.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yep. Troy Brown versus Lou Cypher.
Oh, I heard Lou Cypher. I've seen a couple battles from Lou Cypher.
Yeah. So this is Troy Brown.
It's Don't Flop. Shout out to Don't Flop.
Yeah.
So he's got to be from London?
No. This is when they did their USA thing.
Shout out to man, and Don't Flop.
Yeah. Also, shout out to me for having YouTube Premium. I got YouTube
Facts,
Premium over Christmas.
I haven't seen a Hims ad for me.
Yes, sir. Once you subscribe, they stop giving you ads, which is nice. But yeah, YouTube Premium, man, it's the ticket. It's nice.
Are you an outdoor sales rep for fucking YouTube? What did you just do just now?
What?
Did you just upsell people on getting YouTube?
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to because you also get YouTube Music, so it's like Spotify. So it's like basically you can just download anything from. I don't know. It's really cool
this
for
dude's
me.
doing ads on our show.
I know, sorry.
This segment's sponsored by Allstate, where you're in good hands.
Yes, sir.
Take 15 minutes to get your free quote on Allstate.
I'm just saying, man, it is worth it. If you're balling like me, man, if you're balling like me and you can afford it, it's really nice.
What do I need to know about Troy Brown?
There's not much that I know about him that you don't know about him. I just know that he's really good in this battle, and I think he's one of those guys that just kind of stopped doing it. But he's
the Jonai effect, huh?
Jonai effect. I'm impressed. You know Jonai.
Fucking love Jonai.
Oh really?
Damn, man. Yeah, I really wish he kept rapping, bro.
Yeah,
it's huge on Jonai.
That's really good. Freaking just chill with Jones. This battle's just a great back and forth. Again, bumpers are really good. This is like why it's nice in between rounds to have a bumper and then go into the next thing.
Let's see that shit.
Oh, I thought that was. Oh, sorry, Erg. That was like that. Man, I thought that was Erg. Yeah, I was like, wow, Erg looks different.
Polynesian.
Yeah, it's the Polynesian Erg.
I feel like y'all set me up.
Stop playing.
Let's go. No, he really did.
He really did.
Niggas hate me. Let's go. Check it out.
Yo.
I said, look.
Yeah.
It's a mismatch for us to battle together. No matter how good you do, I have to do better. You in the car because you got bars, but I'm the actual seller. See, nowadays there's more battle leagues than sand in the desert, and half of them will bite face off. They Hannibal Lecter.
Keep going.
For your sake, you better hope I can handle the pressure. If I win, you're safe. If I lose, turn tables. Watch how fast the tables turn if you put a scratch on my record.
Hannibal Lecter scratching my record. That's the kind of nerdy stuff that I'm like, oh, that's really good. That's good.
Hey, keep going. Hey, hold it down.
We throwing caps.
Hey, yo.
We throwing caps like a graduate lecture. You'll see Assault on stage, but she won't be dancing with Pepper. With all that tough talk. Nigga, is you out of your mind? You get rocked by the thing. It's clobbering time. Headliner Reed, battle rapper, pops an actor like Heartless McBride. See, yo, headliner Reed, battle rapper, pops an actor like Heartless McBride. Body everybody that's with him. Nobody in your squadron survives, and even if you do, you'll have to hide your face in the hood like Optimus Prime. See, this is like
crazy.
That's such a great
That's
bar.
crazy.
That's bar to me. I'm like, oh,
that's
man.
crazy. Hide your face in the hood is crazy.
And also, it's the setup. Like, no one in your squad will survive. I love that it's not like, yeah. And it's the only Optimus Prime bar I've ever liked because every single time I'm in my prime, like Optimus, and it's just, it's so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing that I always struggle with. That I have a cool flip on a reference that's been used a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like, I guess this will come out before, like, my battle, but I have a really cool Wright Brothers flip. About, like, how someone's always opening up the card. So I'm like, telling owners, you just have to Wright Brother. He's out of all the flyers, he's always first.
Oh, yeah, that's
a
crazy.
Really cool line,
really
but
good,
but the reference is used so much
that
people are going to be like, it's not going to hit this low because the reference is like Wright Brothers.
But that's what kind of makes
Brothers,
it cool,
you know?
though. It's almost like doing a name flip when someone's been flipped a billion times. If you can do one that's like, you're adding something new to like a classic, you know?
This is like when Makai Matt Pfeiffer took him and taught him to rhyme. See, it's a hobby of mine. My pastimes be in the future. I'm Marty McFly. Listen.
Optimus Prime, Marty McFly. It's still the same. It's just so good.
Keep going.
I said, from the neck up, you look like a nigga well below the poverty line.
It's a great. It's a great. A very great generic. Yeah, it's
8 years ago.
Very good generic insult.
Down, you and your mans look like a couple of safe crackers. Bonnie and Clyde, look.
Bro, that's crazy to
Is that
me.
a triple? Wait. That's kind of crazy.
That's
bro.
insane.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And also the fact that he rhymed Bonnie and Clyde with poverty line. Like, just, it did that
Line,
1-2.
Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Optimus Prime. It's
Optimus
all the
Prime.
same thing. Just where it's like, oh, because they don't even perfect. It's just, yeah.
Safe crackers.
Go ahead. Talk like you're hard all of your life. I had our homeboys from Washington Heights put them on the front of the Washington Times when they give UKs. Hit you with that shoulder blade tap. Like in the UK, when you get that shoulder blade tap, translation, that means you'll have to call it a night. Now,
Bro, that's so insane. That's so crazy. That's oh my gosh, that level of writing is so,
And I love the few moments you get that are so rare in battle rap where you think the punch landed and then there's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of them.
And the fact that he's rhyming, again, Optimus Prime would call it a night. It's just so.
Yeah.
And I love that he didn't stop and run it back. I love that he fought through it just enough because there wasn't just enough reaction to warrant running it back.
Yeah.
So I love the translation. You'll have to call it a night, like shoulder blade. Oh man, it's so good.
Quick question. Since when do tough guys come in fun size? I find it a bit disturbing. You look like you would start a fight, then apologize. Not because you're pussy. It's because he just wants to know what it's like to be the bigger person.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Phrases said you bit a couple of rounds from Lux versus Hollow and put them in your verses. For that, you should be punched in the mouth. I could smack his gums in the crowd like Mr. Perfect. Shit, even if
Is that a wrestling bar, probably? Okay.
That is the one thing I watched that you did it. Mostly.
Oh, that's a huge part then.
Huge.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Okay. I have no idea. I went on DNA's podcast, the Attitude Era, not realizing it was a wrestling podcast. I walked in and saw those belts on the wall, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I'm not qualified.
Yeah, everyone assumed that I watch wrestling. I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be a short interview, man. Top 5. I'm like, Hulk Hogan, Logan Paul. Logan Paul does it. I think it said Jake Paul, which is even more. I even got the wrong Paul brother. I'm like, Jake Paul.
Fucking Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Even if Biting Hollow could get you some bigger purses, what good is all that cream made if you didn't earn it? Listen, you want to be the Don, that's cool. He'll get washed like dish detergent. We can do it like when he's getting drunk. That means if we mix it up, I'll put a little extra lean in the punch like I'm sipping syrup.
God. The delivery on that's so good.
Looking like an anorexic Richard Sherman. You've been keeping bad company. Could be malnutrition, but it looks like mad drugs to me. You look like the poster child for why Coke ain't all it's cracked up to be. Armed and dangerous. Talk that gangster shit. It's crazy, armed and dangerous. I'm cut from the wire, run for your life and get caught in the bomb radius. Nothing survived, their combustion is spontaneous. My dogs will put an arm to your heart, they all patriots. You ball too hard, they'll air you out on some Tom Brady shit. And your mother sucks dick. Time.
What a round under.
I think it's like round under for every battle. Your mother sucks dick. Which is like, wow. That's a crazy. And if that's not enough, your mother's a whore. Which isn't even like a crazy, like, that's not even like your dad sucks dick would be a much more like, oh man, that's mean.
Normal if your mom does that. It's normal, man. It's okay. She can have love life. You know what the worst one is? He's the homie, so I can say this. CJA saying your mom's
like, oh, it's so weird. I'm like, dude, Gosh dang, bro.
It's I-Town, pussy.
It's
Your
so
mom's a
weird.
cunt.
Like, God, man, we don't say that here. That's just a weird. We don't. Ew, it just hits the ear weird. I'm like, God.
Oh man.
Where did that come from?
I
That's just
fuck
like.
with Troy Brown. So he's one of the guys, which is so mysterious. Like, I swear Netflix should make a documentary about this. The guys who had success in like 4 or 5 battles then just disappeared.
Yeah.
I never get to talk to those kind of people that do that because I'm like, man, I wonder what happened in their life that made them do that. Because it's really tough. Someone who like loves attention like me. 1, it's really tough to run from the attention.
Yeah.
2, it's tough to not do what you love. And 3, it's like you get money for it too.
Yeah.
Whether it's a little or a lot. It's like that's a lot of things that, you know, to say no to. But I guess a lot of people are like, it's tough to do this if you're not fully invested in it.
Yeah, I mean, this was 8 years ago, and the battle
there's no
had
money in that.
yeah, and the battle has 44,000 views, which like back then on Don't Flop, like this is like probably not even a very well received. Like as far as views, it probably did not do well for Don't Flop 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that some people like I got really lucky with like TikTok and stuff. Like I have battles that you know from like 6 years ago that you know broke like 800 views on Facebook, but then on TikTok when you do the clips and stuff, they'll get millions and you're like, oh, like the validation. But I don't think that like for this is why I want to put this guy on here because like for that round to me should be a round that more people see because it's so good. Even 8 years later, almost nothing except for the cremate urn thing. I hate that. But like besides that, everything else is just so it holds up so well.
That's a great point. Nearly a decade ago, and it's still holding up well. That's a great point.
Yeah. So I just like, but I think that like for some of these guys, like you know, you kind of miss the people don't pick up, and then I don't think that you know if you don't have the ability to or really know how to like make clips and stuff, and like repurpose your content, there's just not much you can. There's no reason to really get back into it if like you have other things going on in life and stuff. I think you said this. You said the better your life is going, or the better person you become, the worse of a battler you become
Dramatically.
Which I'm like, God, kind of makes sense.
It's tough, man. Almost like the next level. Maybe I've said this in an interview before, but like I don't think any high art comes from a positive place if you track it back, you know. And I think that's probably why, you know.
Yeah.
It's like. That's why Michael Jackson made all those good songs. You know, I really don't think there's any type of high, great art that came from like a place where someone was secure and their parents loved them, and you know, it's like this pain breeds this stuff, even if it's joking. You know, like I think as a society we're getting more healthy because we're getting our mental check a little bit more, but I think it could mean a little bit of the death of art. You know? Yeah,
I think so too. I think it's almost becoming too trendy. Where I'm like, it's weird seeing that trend of like we should we should destigmatize mental health. You know, we should. But then it became like it's like a real trend to be mentally 100%. Ill, and it's like, well, that's not. Let's go back to just calling everyone freaks. Let's just
see what art we get.
Yeah. Shove them back in the lockers. It'll be good for you. I promise you.
Can you imagine how bad Adele's music is if her husband was good to her? You know, like I'm glad she got divorced. Yeah, we got 2 great albums out of it.
Yeah, that's true. I think you're absolutely right. I think especially for battle rappers, man, it's not like
Jesus,
dude. Yeah, it's not good. It's the same thing like UFC fighters. Like going into this, you're never going to get paid anything. You're just doing this because there's something wrong with you.
100%.
And you want to get some aggression out. And like to love doing it, there's something wrong. Like no one is doing that. Everyone that I know that had amazing childhoods, they ask me, they're like, how do you do it? I'm like, it's just because like I don't know, man, you've never had this thing in you where you're like, I have to get this out, and like I have to talk down on somebody and hurt someone like emotionally. I have to.
It's because I wasn't taken care of when I was younger. It's like EK, that was the crazy bar. I was like, cool, my dad didn't hug me. That's why I wrote that bar.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna hit you too. This is probably the most popular person, except for my number 1.
Dang,
which
bro.
we'll see in a couple episodes. I know, man. I'm sorry.
No, that's
but it's more like highlighting the guys who probably like the same as Next, where I'm like, this person reached their stride, hit their stride after they got their opportunity, and you know him well. I think, and I know him well. It's kind of a little nepotism here because he's the homie, but I want to show you Young Griz's second round versus Rum Nitty.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's interesting. I actually had, as an honorable mention, I had Young Griz's third round versus Mr. Biscuit.
No shit.
That's why. I was like either I could have done Mr. Biscuit's round from that or Young Griz's round.
This is Griz is the homie. He's been the homie for a while. Shout out to Barcode and everybody in there, but. He's just like, he's got a unique style. Yeah. And he has really original punches. And I like when people battle Rum, because you're always going to get the best version of themselves. And most people are like, I don't want to go in there and punch with Rum. I'm going to try to do some other shit. And Griz was like, no, fuck that. I'm just going to go in there and punch with Rum.
Yeah.
And it really showcased like his ability to hang with the best, which is so cool when you're like a fan of, he's a friend. So it's cool to see someone you root for genuinely get a huge opportunity. And I come from the school of like, I am surrounded by a lot of people that want their big break but never prepare for it. And that's like 90% of rappers.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not hating, I'm just saying like we think about our big break more than we think about being prepared for it.
Yeah.
And not that this was some big break or something, but like battling Rum is huge. This is 250,000 views I just got on this. And Griz really rose to the occasion. It's like out of all his friends, it's like, Griz, here's your shot that we've been talking about you getting forever. Please show out. In the second round, he just moonwalked all over this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great example. Him versus Mr. Biscuit is like one of the best battles of that year.
So fucking good.
And I get so mad because I'm like, this is one no one's seen. And it's frustrating because I couldn't find. I mean, it's on Facebook, so I had it on Facebook somewhere. Is
this on the app?
Yeah. But it was like Griz like third rounds like they put on the app, and I'm like, God, this whole battle seems to be on somewhere where people can see it because these guys are just so good. And I mean, do you remember Griz's third round where he just roast Mr. Biscuit's shoes?
He texted me when he got to the venue. He's like, this nigga showed up in some tired ass boots. I'm scrapping my whole third round. I was like, are you serious? And he did. Bro.
Yeah. Bro, Bill Cosby, he didn't even lace these bitches. Like, oh, God. I mean, Bill Cosby clearly is guilty. Like,
He's clearly guilty. Yeah.
Like, it made me go, like, maybe he didn't do it, bro. I don't know. Like for this bar, he's innocent. They're all lying.
There's so many bars that have made me, like, compromise my morality.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe he did do it because that bar was so good.
Yeah, like, I don't care, man. Yeah, it's cool.
Like, when I remember one of the events, Smack, one of, like, Summer Madnesses, he's like, no, I'm saying free Tory. And I'm like,
Yeah, he said free Tory? Bro, come on, Smack.
Like, yeah, free Tory. Why the fuck not?
We have
my nigga Tory.
Stick with Surf, man. Surf's the safe one. Surf's like, let's get him out of here. Tory, it's like, you should probably sit down for a minute, man. Like, if you shoot Meg Thee Stallion, like, dude, no woman's safe. There's no woman
you might
that's
have
like,
to take a time out, though.
Yeah.
We fuck with you, though.
Yeah, that's insane. And then he convinced me so much that he didn't do it. He put out that album. I'm like, oh, Megan's a liar. And then I'm like, oh gosh, Tori, you are insane. Because I was telling him, like, either he's insane or Megan's a liar. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's insane.
There's a part of me. We'll just keep this between us and everybody that watches this. Because no one watches the internet, right?
Yeah.
There's a part of me that I'm like, in Emerson Kennedy's world, does talent free you of all guilt? Sometimes I think about it. Depending on how talented you are.
You just said Michael Jackson. Like the difference is R. Kelly didn't put out a Thriller. If he did, he'd be okay. Michael Jackson.
Kels, you needed...
He needed one more hit.
He needed like one or two more.
He needed one more I Believe I Could Fly. Or
and you would have been free, my nigga. Yeah, like...
I've always said that just to go get a hook should have taken all 15 years. I just feel I'm like, it's such a good hook, man. Like we need that back. We just do. Like, you know.
Yeah, I think the remix to Ignition was court ordered.
Yeah, it really should have been, man. Well, my thought is that since all the money's going to his victims, you should be streaming all of his music because he's like all the money.
Oh, that's a great
So when
point.
you're listening to his music, you're not supporting him. It's all going to pay the victims.
That's
so like
solidarity.
It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird that like, people are like, we can't support. Well, you're not. You're supporting the people, and
pay them people.
Yeah, and all of his victims, they're going to be going to college in 5 years. So like we have to, we have to be working to make sure they can go to college. Yeah.
Lil' cuz, my bro, Trey. The real is all I know.
Talk, Griz.
Gave me a look so my buzz could grow. Good looks on the clout. White family in the South. Lil' cuz, my bro, trade that.
White family in the South.
Wait. Sorry. As a white person in the South, can you explain that one to me?
Cuz, that's like the Crips bro, right?
Yeah.
Saying cuz. If your cousin is also your brother, white family.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I don't know why I was so slow on that one. Okay, sorry. I was like, cuz. Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
Good looks on the clout. White family in the South.
Cuz, that's great.
Nah, trade that. I really ain't holding a grudge. This my folks. He's still holding the slug. Deuce. I shed a tear as I hold it above. That's a 22 with love. Like leaning a plug. If y'all say
Wow.
Go, nigga!
That aged well.
That aged very well.
If y'all
I'm in the
save
minority here.
Uh-huh.
If your wife's okay sleeping with people and you're okay with it, rock. Let
Yeah.
it rock.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, how could you do that?
If he's okay with it, yeah.
Where do you stand on this?
it's something I wouldn't do, but it's like also, you know, I understand the both. I also do understand like if you do this and like this is like what you're promoting and stuff, you're gonna have to be ready for pushback because that's just natural.
Okay. I feel it.
But like, you know, so you shouldn't be shocked that people were upset. But also it's like, I mean, you know, it's just just do your thing. I'm gonna be interested to see how long this marriage lasts.
Yeah. I got the under.
Yeah, I cannot see this being like we're both 80 and you know it just I can't see that happening. But you know,
Man, I'm fucking up his help. Y'all acting like y'all don't hear me. Get this motherfucker help. Fully loaded extended magazine. I make sure all them bitches felt.
Right.
If they want a stick, then monologue. Dog, am I up here talking to myself? You did that
I love the pausing and like he's pausing after bars that aren't punches.
No.
But he's almost like it feels like he's like waiting for a reaction, but he's not. And I love that confidence of knowing that the bar is gonna pay off. That's so good, so good.
Keep going. Am I up here talking to myself? And I saw that little 2-on-2 you did with twerk. And no stunting, you was up there sounding like him. No fronting. If it ain't nitty, being nitty, we don't want it. Y'all was looking like 2 jerseys in one. Joe Budden. He starts screaming, oh my God. Fucking go.
You get it. 2 jerseys.
I mean, it's from New Jersey. 2 jerseys.
2 jerseys in one. Hold on, just a second.
I'm glad you don't get it because after the Cuz Bro thing, I'm like I can't afford another. Who are we getting?
Griz.
Oh, okay, great.
Let's see if we can provide some explanation. Let's see if he'll answer. What time is it in Texas? 9:30?
Probably.
Oh, maybe he won't answer. What the fuck is a low tier doing busy? Nigga.
Hold on, what's turn the light on?
Nigga, you just sitting in the dark, nigga? Are you okay?
He's like a Batman villain.
Nigga just sitting in the dark. Why you sitting in the dark, nigga? Lights got cut off? Broke ass nigga?
I'm not having a drink, being cute with my girlfriend. What the fuck is this?
Oh, my fault. I didn't know the lady was around. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were cupcaking. I would have been more respectful.
Good, sir.
Hey, can you explain 2 jerseys in one Joe Budden?
If you look up Joe Budden, he had a picture from like 2000 and something. He had on like a football, baseball, basketball jersey. It was a Houston Rockets long sleeve jersey and had thermal underneath it.
Oh, that's an obscure reference. I'm not fucking with it. Okay, that bar.
One of the moments that like if you watch the Joe Budden podcast, you kind of fuck with it, and then if you don't, then that wasn't for you. That was for me.
Okay.
That bar was trash. Okay, all right.
We're watching the worst performances against Rum Nitty and making a compilation of it, so we appreciate your feedback on that, man.
Top 5 so far.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Man, I'm honored. One.
You, nigga.
Was it this? I'm one. Two. Was it this nigga battling a nigga in a log somewhere?
Get back to cupcaking, bro. Take care. All right.
Hey, bro. Oh my gosh,
right.
I don't know Griz well enough to be saying that at all. I'm sorry. I'm like,
He's the bros.
He might not even know who I am.
He's the bros.
That was way too cocky.
All right, there's a picture of Joe Budden. Come on, that's too obscure, Griz. What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Don't give me some reference I have to Google, my nigga. Don't do that.
I know enough about Joe Budden that I'm like, that's weird that I don't get that.
Yeah.
But okay. All right. You haven't seen that picture of Joe Budden?
Jazz gets it, I guess. I guess Jazz got it.
Yeah, I guess so.
What? He starts screaming insane in my face. I gotta make a move. Blood trauma. I break this fool. He lumped up. The doc's gotta take a tool and sand nitty down. Hey, that was crazy. Speaking of crazy.
Oh, Griz calling you back.
We can go. It's okay.
Okay. God, so mean. He's gonna see this too. They never even respect.
I'm sorry. We're trying to get through this, Griz.
Crazy
Bad TV.
Miss Hustle.
Sand nitty down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nice. They crack jokes because of the hype. I won't even try and bother. Because let's be real. Y'all niggas ain't tall and none of us would decline the offer. Except I hear if you top tier, you kind of in there. So why is the alien some kind of martyr? I mean, who cares if you F-old girl, if anyone can get fly and soft? I separate myself.
How do you feel about not finishing the lines?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Dope,
Yeah, I do
right?
the same thing. I love doing the same thing. Yeah, it's so much fun. I think Tay-Rock started it, but I love that. The problem is people get way too cocky. I've seen it like independent events, and they'll stop the bar like halfway through the bar. It's like, bro, I have no idea what you're about to say. It's like, it's like the Kimbe Mutombo when I come down and it's like, y'all can't. It's like, bro, I have no idea. I'm not even sure you understand.
That a cliffhanger?
Yeah. This isn't a Mad Lib, like, bro. I just like
you want me to finish it? I paid to see you.
I hate to know. Yeah, but I think it's really cool. And it's like, when it's, you can, that's just great.
It's amazing how many things Tay-Rock has started.
Yeah.
I think he did start the not finishing the line. Then I think he started the saying it's me. And now I see like little battle rap leagues, like little battle rappers be like, it's me. I'm like, no, it's not you. It's Tay-Rock.
Nah,
it's not you.
Without a doubt, the worst, bro. As a cameraman who does this stuff, it gets me so mad. It's happened so many times where we'll be doing the intros, and I don't even like the intros because it helps me as a camera, like as an editor, know like, okay, this is just because I have no idea who this person is. It is so annoying when you pan to them. And it's like on my left hand side, it's the person going, you know who it is, man. Let's get it. And I'm just thinking, I have no idea. And like it's happened where like both battle rappers have done it, so I have to then go through the freaking battle and like wait for them to do name flips and be like, okay, so that's like wordplay, the selector, like it's just.
I literally don't know who it is.
Hate it. You know who it is. I don't know, bro.
I don't know who it is.
No one knows. You have 500 Instagram followers, like people, like no one. Yeah.
Only 500 people in this world know who it is.
Yeah, bro. Like in this world.
Have you ever battled in LA? Like in
Sway, man,
yeah. LA does have gas in the room, but it's like a fun-loving. They do it for everybody. It's not biased. It's dope. It's really dope.
Well, I had the COVID room, so it was not fun. Yeah.
If you
I'd love to do it again.
Anyone can get fly and saucy. I separate myself from the pack when they see me, and the gap gets wider every battle, like JC's teeth. A hood baby. And the gap gets wider.
Also, I'm sorry. Do you know who the white guy back there is? I love seeing all white people in rap battles.
Yeah. They're getting audited.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. After you're done serving Nettie, I'm gonna go and serve you.
No, I don't know who that is. I do love that when you do see the old middle-aged white guy.
Because they all have the same expression where they're all like, "This is so. What is this? This is.
How can I help these guys?
Interesting.
I want to help them."
Yeah.
For every battle, like JC's a hood baby for real. I let y'all play though. Still got visions of my uncles moving work, building a building all day though. So much baking soda in them projects, they made a volcano. I swear.
Oh man.
Griz, talk to these. I should have answered my phone for him. He's that nice. I'm sorry, Griz. I should have answered the phone. But we're watching you cook right now.
Yeah.
We're interrupting you.
I'm not about to play with him. I swear I catch a case.
That hurt. Oh man, if Nitty said that was gas, I don't care how confident I'm feeling. I'd go, oh shit. Because Nitty's one of those guys that will be like, he'll do the thing, he'll do the little like finger wag about.
Yeah, there you got one.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'd be like, oh man, that's so hurt.
This shit go from Griz versus the alien to you in a box with barely any space. It's bar after bar. I'm chalking you like that. Ain't your grill. I'm gonna bark on you like that. Don't lose, nigga. You can't market you like that. Your turn. Don't let me talk to you like that.
Short rounds. I wanted to say really quickly, I would love if battle rap pivoted to like majority of the battles being 90-second 3 rounds.
Oh my god, bro! I can't tell you how much I've been pushing for that.
Yeah.
I've been advocating
20-minute
for
battle.
Oh my god.
It's replay value so much better.
So much better.
I understand URL 3 times a year. You guys are the biggest in the states.
Yeah.
Have your big battles, have big stage. Everyone else, let's cut these rounds down, man.
For me, I think it should be one step shorter. I think that a 3-round battle should be something you have to earn. So I think way too many times I'm seeing these like new guys come out, and they'll come out with like 3 rounds, 7 minutes each, and they needed 30 seconds. Like it's because like stand up is the same thing. Like if you're doing like an open mic, you get like 3 minutes and that's it. And like you don't need any more. And that's needs to be like how like until you're like at the URL level, and even like coming into URL, you just don't need that much. There needs to be way more, because the problem is that everyone's afraid of coming in and their opponents having double the amount of material that they have. So it's like I have to do that. But it's like, man, it just makes the battle so much better if you have like 2 minutes. Then you start cutting the stuff. Like Bags and Bodies. When we did season 2, my thought was like The problem with season 1, I felt like, was that there was no time limits or anything. And so what I really wanted to do was to limit everyone, not to a time, but to do 16 bars per round. But then they decided to do like a 1 minute timer, and just like so now all of these rounds are 1 minute, and people got mad like in the house because like we need like more time, but I'm like no you don't, like you need it to be shorter because you want these every bar to make sense. You need to be thinking about it. You don't need to be setting these things up so much, and like I think the shorter rounds is way better.
They plus it's like, I'm not saying people are generally bad when they get their opportunity, but it's easier to be greater for a short amount of time, man.
Yeah.
Like, the longer you rap, the more time you have for us to realize you're not that good.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens a lot when you do one-rounders. Like,
yeah.
I'll do one-rounders on smaller leagues, and then I have, the local battle rapper rapping 7 minutes, and it's like, bro, I'm not trying to make you look bad, but rap shorter amount of time than me.
Yeah.
If you're in a relatively no name and you're battling someone that has a bigger name than you, rap shorter than them. Just make it potent as fuck. Because a lot of that's going to look like you're trying to do too much to win this battle. And if you're the lesser name, it's going to be like, geez, you threw everything at that person, and now it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
I had a one-rounder with JC on URL, and I was like, bro, I'm rapping max 4 minutes. But I know everything's going to be crack. You know? But I'm like, I'm rapping 4 minutes. If I rap 6-7 minutes against JC, people are going to be like, he was trying to do everything to beat JC.
Yeah.
JC's still God, So like, and I threw planets at JC, and I still think to this day, I'm like, that's one of the better battles I've had. And it's hard to have a good 1-round battle, but it's because everything was so precise, and it's quick. So yeah, man, battle rap, get back to these 90-second rounds, because it's like good back and forth for me. Bro, Anderson, we're halfway through this list.
This is awesome, man. This is awesome.
You got bangers for me for the last 5 people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right, we'll be back more on Slept On. Comment who we are sleeping on. Maybe there's some people. Listen, you're not going to name people that Anderson doesn't know. Anderson's
I know
people
everybody.
that have like 3 views. You know what I mean? I don't even know
how I do it. In the trenches like that.
At the mud with it.
Yeah.
But then there's me, who's like, Easy the Block. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Rashad from Bel Air.
Yeah, Rashad from Bel Air.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Slept On. We'll see you next week.